Welcome back to ChowTimePod. It's your host, Fred. Got a video for modern dating here. Single mother regrets telling husband the real reason she married him. Probably because she's broke, dusty, musty, and crusty. Please like, comment, subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. Let's get that chow. It's chow time.
And she says, the only reason you got me is because I was recently divorced, scared, and I had a kid. Can you sit down on the couch for a second? Sits down and said, we're done. We're getting a divorce. And she tried everything. She begged. All right, y'all. So do you side with a man or woman in the case I'm about to present here? Okay, I'm actually going to side with the man on it, but I'd like to hear what you have to say. So this man and this woman, husband and wife, they're having a party. They've been married for a couple years, and the guy's stepkid, her kid, is there at the party. Everybody's having a good time or whatever, and he's giving relationship advice to some of their friends. And she comes over and says, don't take relationship advice from him. Ooh. And he thinks she's playing around and says, well, it got me you, didn't it? And he gives her a kiss or whatever. And she says, the only reason you got me is because I was recently divorced, scared, and I had a kid. And basically he was a safe choice. And he goes silent, right? And I mean, I don't know. That would be so freaking devastating. Okay. But
that is probably one of the harshest things to be saying in front of friends and family that are like in a get together. Wow.
A couple days later, she realizes how silent and how affected he is, and she tries apologizing. He said, I'll be okay. And then like 2 weeks later, she's starting to get into panic because he will not talk to her. He won't do anything. She starts cooking his favorite foods, trying to do all the things that he likes, even goes so far as to have their kids go stay at her parents' house, or his stepkid and her kid go stay at the parents' house. And then she takes him somewhere that was important to them, and they go stay a couple nights there. And then when they come back, he goes to work for a couple days. He comes back. As soon as he walks in the door, he said, can you sit down on the couch for a second? Sits down and said, we're done. We're getting a divorce.
That was expected.
My man.
It's really hard to come back from that type of situation. And
I mean, the man took a while to process everything, and fuck, I would take me a while too, just to hear that from your wife. He only got me because I was desperate and lonely. You were safe. Ouch.
It was the reason he couldn't continue.
And she tried everything. She begged him not to go. She said, I love you now. I'm so sorry. Blah, blah, blah. I actually side with the guy on this. And yeah. I'm not trying to be mean. I understand everybody's situation would be different. But the fact of the matter is, and a lot of people are going to say, no, you work harder on a marriage. To me, that contract's null and void because she did not love him when she got into the relationship.
I agree with you, brother.
She saw safety. She was panicked after her recent divorce, being a stay-at-home mom with a single kid. So she latched onto the first guy she didn't even love because he had money and could provide safety. And that's what she did, and admitted that's what she did. And so when he found out...
Again, admitting is I get it, but you literally kind of trashed the man in front of his peers by telling him that. The way you did it too, like, you didn't get me that way.
He's like, wow. Oh, you don't love me? I don't want you then. Do you agree with this guy for divorcing her?
I agree with him.
His reaction is understandable because now he knows it wasn't about love, and this is something anyone would struggle to overlook.
She said she admitted she didn't love him. She just chose him for safety. And to me, that would be about the only more devastating thing a woman could do is love me and then cheat on me, which to me means she never really loved me in the first place. But let me know what your thoughts are. I would definitely side with the guy on this, but I understand everybody's got their own opinion.
If she had really fallen in love with him as time went on,
she would have never said that. Correct. I am with this particular statement here.
Would have never said what she said. In front of other people as well.
Yep.
She only married him to find a father for her son and someone to take care of her. She could have confessed how she chose him privately, not humiliate him in front of other people.
That's the part.
Her desire to apologize is understandable, but she needs to recognize that certain things can't be undone.
Correct.
Since he learned that she only married him due to the fact that she recently got divorced and had a child, it shifted his entire perspective on their relationship, making it difficult for him to continue. It's normal for anyone to feel uncomfortable after discovering that their partner's decision to marry them was based on needing support during a difficult time rather than genuine love. Her statement makes it seem like she sought someone to help her through her struggles, and he just happened to be the one who showed up, which implied that she wouldn't have chosen him if she wasn't divorced or had a child. It would be a tough realization for anyone in his position, as he thought she married him out of love and respect, but this revelation made it clear that wasn't the case. Also, it seems like she doesn't have a good level of respect for him from the beginning, as she didn't mind revealing this information in front of others. This may have likely influenced his decision to proceed with the divorce, feeling that his dignity and trust had been compromised.
Yep.
His decision is
I mean, now all your friends kind of know you were the beta buck.
understandable because with this revelation always lingering in his mind, their relationship dynamic would have been strained, and it would be hard to rebuild trust.
Next, we have a single mother who wants to date childless man only, but at the same time isn't willing to have more kids.
I have kids, and I don't want no more. And then I also don't want to date a baby dad.
I've heard so many single moms saying the same exact thing.
Useless.
Make it make sense. My mom married my stepfather. He had no kids, she had 4. That's why she is single. So she wants to date somebody comfortable not having their genetics in the next generation.
Yep.
She definitely isn't in tune with reality. Some people still didn't understand that we have to make choices and we can't have everything. As a single mother, it's perfectly fine if she doesn't want more kids. That's her choice. But she should at least be reasonable and understand that her best option would be a man who already has children, because such a man is more likely to align with what she is looking for, rather than a man without kids who might want to start his own family. She is just setting herself up for drama because targeting childless men knowing that you don't want to have more kids isn't smart. I bet she wouldn't be happy with this arrangement if the roles were reversed, because it seems like she is only thinking from her perspective, focusing on what she wants and ignoring their desire.
Single mothers are probably one of the more selfish women out there, in my opinion.
This mindset will inevitably lead her to challenges when searching for the man she wants. She is looking for a childless man who will be willing to support her in raising her kids, knowing that he won't have the opportunity to have his own. It's not practical.
There's some men out there that would probably be okay with this, because there's some men that don't want kids. It's understandable, but since they don't want kids, they usually don't want to raise somebody else's kids either, though.
And eventually she may realize the difficulty in finding a partner who would agree to her terms.
I'm not ashamed of my 3 kids, and if I wouldn't have...
Wouldn't you be ashamed of your 3 kids? Your 3 kids are a blessing, bundle of joy, blessing from the Most High God. But continue.
If I wouldn't have the 3 baby daddies, I wouldn't have my 3 amazing kids.
Whoa, 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 whoa there, boy. Whoa there, buddy. 3 baby daddies? 3 of them. But maybe I'm a misjudged character. But continue.
But for me, you have to accept me as a whole with a 4 unit. So it's either, are you even equipped to hold down this 4 fort?
It seems like the other men that you have children didn't want to come with the 4 equip, the so-called total package, or what y'all ladies call, we are a package deal. Even though they step into your lives, buy clothes, provide everything you need that you wanted your first 3 children's fathers to do, but they never did. This man comes in, now he's second in command behind you and your children. Well, third in command, knowing he's the head of the household and he provides. But now he has to come equipped for a 4-piece.
Yep.
Like we had Popeyes, or we had KFC or some of the churches. Select on the menu. Yeah, let me get that 4-piece. Let me get that 4-piece. Let me get that 4 with that hot sauce and that extra biscuit with that strawberry fin on the side.
Without my 3 baby daddies, I wouldn't have my 3 wonder kids. Is that how you rationalize it?
What?
Good luck with that. It was surprising when she implied that if her kids hadn't come from 3 different fathers, they wouldn't be as amazing. It's hard to understand where
it's weird that women want to collect babies from different men like that.
she got this idea from, but it's certainly not accurate.
No, this is really a thought process. I told you guys, I used to work with a woman. She worked for us at the nail shop, and she was in California. She had like 6 kids already. Each kid was of different races. She was literally trying to collect them all. She literally said that. Like, I want a kid from every single race. That requires a lot of different baby daddies, that's for sure.
Those children could have been just as special if they had come from a single father. Even if she had a positive co-parenting, things are generally simpler and more stable when all the children come from the same partner, as that scenario tends to be less complicated and is often considered ideal in every situation.
So it's either, are you even equipped to hold down this 4 fort?
While she might find someone willing and able to step into that role, This isn't common because when most people are seeking a partner, they look for situations that are less likely to bring drama to the relationship, and it seems like she will offer some of it. Also, based on her mindset, I don't think that she is fully aware of the situation of the dating scene. Things are wild in that department. I know she would have a different energy if she knew the difficulty level for people without children.
She knows the difficulties, but she's not going to get shamed out of her choices. That's why these women don't care about the difficulties. They think that they're better than the difficulties. They think they're
She just
better
needs
than
to
all the
try to
other
date a
women.
bit, and it will give her a real picture of what the current dating scene has to offer.
Dude, I'll tell you what, I'm a mother, so when a guy's like, ooh, let me go over, like, I don't care if your kid's there, like, I'll wait till they're asleep. Blocked. Done. Like, what the you mean you gonna wait for my kid to be asleep? Hell.
Yeah, real fucking quick.
That's an instant turn off.
Her point isn't entirely clear to me.
Did you want to do the deed with this man, or did you want the kid to be around during the time? Isn't that a better way to go about things if you did want to get dick? Just saying.
It seems like the guys are being respectful, but for
Right?
some reason, she has a different perspective on the situation. Her reaction appears a bit confusing since it doesn't seem necessary to block them over that suggestion. Instead of responding so strongly, she could have taken a more straightforward approach by simply communicating her boundaries. It's possible that her reaction comes from a place of discomfort, but blocking them outright seems like an overreaction. We all know that healthy communication is often the best solution, especially when it comes to expressing personal limits. So by choosing to block them instead of having an open conversation, she might be missing an opportunity for a more respectful exchange that could have been resolved without any drama. Additionally, it's worth mentioning that many misunderstandings like these can be resolved by simply stating preferences up front. If she had communicated her boundaries clearly from the start, the situation might not have escalated to the point of needing to cut off communication entirely. It's always better to address things directly than to make assumptions about someone's intentions.
Self-improvement time.
Welcome to our self-development section. Today we will talk about the importance of giving credit to our ideas and dreams. It's important to understand that if you think that your dream and goals are not important or they won't get far, you better believe nothing will come up from them. They will never come to life, and this is the reason we must trust and believe that we have something special, just like Jeff Bezos believed on Amazon.
Hi there, who are you?
I'm Jeff Bezos.
And what is your claim to fame?
I'm the founder of Amazon.com.
Where did you get an idea for Amazon.com?
Well, 3 years ago, I was in New York City working for a quantitative hedge fund when I came across the startling statistic that web usage was growing at 2,300% a year. So I decided I would try and find a business plan that made sense in the context of that growth. And I picked books as the first best product to sell online.
Well, it's an exciting place to be on the web right now.
Oh, it absolutely is. I mean, it's just incredible. What's really incredible about this is that this is day one. This is the very beginning. This is the Kitty Hawk stage of electronic commerce. We're moving forward in so many different areas, and lots of different companies are as well. And the late 20th century is just a great time to be alive.
Most of us know that at some point Amazon was just an idea. At some point
It was just in his garage for many years.
he didn't even have a name for it. But look at what it turned out to be. Now he has a massive company, a massive empire that will pass through many generations. Just like your ideas, it was just something he thought could generate some cash. Imagine if Jeff Bezos never acted on his idea, we know what would have happened. We wouldn't have Amazon.
I mean, we've gone through this before with another self-improvement episode with Modern Dating here is the just getting started. You guys probably have wonderful ideas. You guys probably have great things in your minds, but you're too scared to start. And it's okay. We get it. It's hard to start. There's money involved. There's time involved. There's stress involved. There's failures involved. We understand. But you got to get started. If you don't get started, you never end up building anything. Sometimes it could be a multi-billion-dollar, trillion-dollar company. You don't know.
So, take Jeff as an example and do what he did. Bring your dreams and goals to life. You might think it is nothing special or nothing worth trying, but you never know. You could be holding a massive empire. You might be holding a corporation that could change your life and help many people. And this is what you have to have in mind when neglecting your dreams and your vision. How many of you think Jeff Bezos knew that Amazon would be this big? Maybe he did and maybe he didn't. But the fact of the matter is that he believed that something could come up from this idea, and he went for it. And now we have this massive corporation. You just need to give it a chance. Due to disbelieving, a lot of you are preventing yourself from living the life you desire. You are stopping yourself from helping others, and this situation will not change until you understand that you need to believe that it's possible. Give it more credit. You can do it. You are able to make it happen, just like Jeff did.
I told you how I got started. My mother passed. After my mother passed, I had so much regret in life. But I couldn't show my mother a great life. I couldn't support her. I couldn't take care of her the way I wanted to. And she lived such a short life. She died at 54. It was just so devastating to me that I couldn't do anything else other than focus on something that I felt could solve that problem, even if she was still here. And YouTube, I actually already made the channel, and I released an episode a week before, but I didn't release anything else. But that weekend that my mother passed, that Monday, I think it was Sunday actually, I just two episodes every single day, nonstop, until my first year. And then I upped it to the 4 episodes. Now I do 5 episodes a day. I've grown to about the position where I was hoping that I would be, where my mother was still alive. And I'm still growing, and I wish that the things I wish I can do for my mother, now I get to do for my father, because he's the last parent. Remember, I'm just a family guy, and that's more important to me than a lot of the things out there. Please like, comment, subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. I can catch you next time. Ciao.